Free audio post-production by Alphonic.com.
What's the fuzz with Sharky and Bronk?
Let's get ahead.
Well, what an intro. Let's get ahead. Hello.
Morning, Sharky. How are you? We have a charming morning here in Toowoomba, but this morning we have blue sky, a little bit of cloud, and there seems to be a sneaky wind coming directly from the Antarctic.
Good.
The temp most likely is about 8, but with the wind blowing, I think we're down around about, I'd say 4 or 5 tops.
Beautiful winter temperatures.
It's invigorating. How's that for my word for the day?
Lovely.
Invigorating. Yeah, beautiful.
Nice to be back in the same media centre this week. We couldn't get together last week, so it's nice to have some normality in a very crazy world right now.
Normality is nowadays. Absolutely true.
Let's just briefly touch on Origin because we haven't been able to do that. What was your summation of Game 1? And then I'll have a little critique of a particular person on the field.
All right. Okie dokie. Game 1. The greatest comeback in Origin history, to win the game. Look, that's fair enough. I mean, they absolutely flogged Queensland, won by 2 points. What were we, 20 minutes? 20 minutes without a player, with one player minus on the field. The send-off for mine was definitely over the hill, over the top. It was a good game of footy in 2 halves. The second half, when you're 12 against 13 and you're playing, top quality players, and I don't dismiss that remark from New South. I mean, it's 2 teams of the best that's around the place. So I think that one team was denied any level pegging in the last 20 minutes of the game. But otherwise, it's Origin and it's tough, and long live it.
I think you can get Ponga for perhaps being reckless in terms of his choice of technique in that moment. But, I mean, they are competing here. I mean, this is supposed to be the so-called showpiece of our game each and every year. He has done it before in club football. I mean, it's not new. You can get him for being a bit perhaps bad and lazy in his choices and a bit reckless. I think a sin bin would have been sufficient. You can clearly see that he's made contact with his head because Ponga had blood behind his ear. And I think that's where most of the collision happened. But I said to you the week before, we're all worried about, how it was going to be officiated, and let's all look to Ashley to see what he would do. Let's hope he doesn't do what he normally does. Well, with 20 to go, I think Ashley was a little bit concerned that he wasn't having much influence on the game, wasn't being noticed, and I think he chose to, take the moment and be the talk of Origin Game 1 and send someone off in an Origin game. I think you've got to reach a pretty, thick threshold before you do that, and I think he was, yes, I suggest to you that he wanted to take the moment, and he certainly did that, and he's been well spoken about, and unfortunately, I think it cruels Origin no matter which side of the fence you sit. And fortunately for me, I'm just a watcher without any sort of emotional attachment to either when it comes to State of Origin, so I don't really care who wins. But I do dislike greatly seeing Origin games and NRL games for that matter with teams who play with a player down, because in the modern game that is just a little bar too high, and I don't think we can be having games where you're playing without your best player and without a player in that arena for a huge length of time. It's just a too big a ask, and people pay through their nose to watch these games and go to the ground, and I don't think we can have people being sent off. And if you still want that system, then I think a player needs to come back on. And so we've got 13 on 13. It's got to be a contest.
Yeah, I agree. Well, it's nearly forfeiting, from one side to the other. It's a no contest after that.
All right.
Anyway,
Well, I guess we agree.
Was what it was. Yeah, well, we do agree, absolutely. And yeah, it's a shame, but that's yesterday.
Ashley, pull your head in.
Yeah. Look, one day someone might sit down with them and tell them that really and truly, you blokes aren't the stars. You're not there for very many good reasons. Just try and keep out of the headlights and just do the job that you're required to do.
And surprisingly, he was doing that quite well up until that moment, but I think he got bored.
Oh, well, something went astray, didn't it? Something went amiss. Yep.
This was his moment to
shine.
Be front page.
Yeah, it worked a treat.
I put it to you that he's perhaps surpassed our other referee who's been, taking the limelight and making terrible decisions for many, many years in you-know-who. And I think that Ashley, perhaps in that regard, might be the number one numero uno of referees, and look at me.
Yeah, you're right. If that was he was chasing, I think he's achieved the pinnacle.
Oh, well, he's obviously been ticked and flicked, and he's met his KPIs at NRL HQ for Game 2.
Yeah.
On that note, let's look at, I can't believe I'm about to say this, round 14.
Me neither.
All right, well, we're at Four Pines Park tonight for round 14. The game kicks off with the Eagles up against the Rabbitohs, 7.50 KO Fox and Beasting. The betting here, $1.63 Foz balls and $2.28 for the Rabbits.
Oh, I heard there was an SOS sent by Clint to most European countries, South America, USA, for anyone that knew where there was a spare spine, because they apparently Latrell is having a lot of problems with that spine. They sort of had a bit of a Bo Peep in there, and there seemed like there was no spine at all in there. So they're claiming it as a back injury, but
right.
The lack of a spine, I think, may be the major problem.
Okay.
But it looks like Trell's. I don't. Just one of those mystery things. I suppose. Just stay up in the country, mate, and take the gun and shoot a few more empty balls. I don't know what you do. How you recover from that? Just
milk the cows.
I think the Bunnies might do the trick. I think the Bunnies might just bring this crew back to earth a bit, like happened the other night. So
Well, you've almost talked me into it, but I'll take Fozball only because they're at home.
At home, that's an advantage. But
Friday football at 6 p.m. at Amy Park. It's the Storm at home to the Knighties. $1.66 plays $2.23. KO and Fox, and Bobby has got Foxtel where he is at the moment, so he's chirpy.
Oh, he'd be happy as a big in sloppy mud. Oh, beautiful. And just, have a bit of roast chicken.
Ring
ordinary.
Yes, ring the little bell on the table and look for that 5-star service.
Uber. Look, I think that things might be starting to click in a little bit. At least the guns are firing for them. So, look, I'll go with the Storm. I think at home, big advantage. And the guys have got to have a dig, because we've got Origin selections on the weekend, I'm thinking.
I'll go with the home ground advantage here. I think they're in a little bit of a, well, no pun intended, a purple patch. The other Friday game, 8 p.m, we're down to the nation's capital. Should be about a beautiful 23 degrees. Raiders at home to the Roosters. $2.19 plays $1.68. KO Fox and Beasting.
Oh, look, I'd see no reason why Canberra can't win this.
I'm looking at home grounds this week. Super Saturday, or a mini version of it. We're at Queensland Country Bank up in Townsville. The Cowboys at home to the Dolphins. The Cowboys paying $2.38. Dolphs at $1.58. KO Fox 5:30 p.m.
I don't know. 1 minute the Cowboys were going like freight trains, and then they go like bustards. I don't know what's going on with them. Look, I think that the Dolphins will give these fellas a fair sort of a touch up.
I'll go for the home side only because that's sort of what I'm
Oh, we're staying with the home team. Oh,
Well, there will be one game coming up where I
I
won't
was going
be.
to say there's one coming up very soon. I'm just going to take a bit of courage.
Yeah. The other Saturday game, speaking of courage, the Bronx at home to the Titans. It's $1.39 playing $3 even. This at 7:35 p.m. KO and Foxtel. Now, can I ask you,
Go.
what is it with St. George beating the Broncos? Because they seem to do it regardless of what's happening in any year. And, of course, this year, the other mob haven't been able to beat time with a stick, and they still get the chocolates. I mean, there's history here. What is it about St. George for the Broncos that makes it difficult?
I really don't know.
I mean, they've knocked you
got
out
a
of
massive-
finals up there at Suncorp.
Holy smoke! I tell you what, they certainly do breathe fire.
Well,
Yeah.
the good news is this week you got the Titans.
I'll go for the Broncos only for the fact that, I follow them severely. I cannot believe the price, though. That price is ridiculous. But anyway, some silly prick will back them.
Best bet of the round. Best bet. Bronx. Get on.
Oh, don't put the curse.
Get
Thank
on.
you.
I've said that a few times this year.
I
the
know,
best bet.
yeah, it got us rolled nicely.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Yeah. I know.
Sunday football. It's the Tigers at home to the Panthers at Combank. $4.70 the Tigers. $1.19 the Pennies. 2 p.m. KO and Foxtel.
No, this would take no worries at all. Pennies.
And this is where the formula stops for the weekend, fans. Pennies. The home ground formula. Just put a
Yeah,
red
cancel.
felt pen through that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, just
Okay.
a question mark.
Yeah. Sunday footy rolls on. 4:05 p.m. Land Shoes and Iced Vovos in the Shire. It's the Sharks at home to the Dragons, the local derby. $1.32 plays $3.40. KO Fox and B Sting TV.
Well, they certainly won't lift like they did last week. Although I tell you what, it's a big out with the hooker, mate. He had a good game the other night.
Mm.
He played well. He's a very dangerous little player, that young fella. Don't mind him one tiny bit. But yeah, look, they should handle the Dragons. As I say, I'm sure the Dragons can't lift twice. So yeah, Sharkies.
Oh, look, I'll take the home ground advantage because it's very popular this week.
Mm.
And that's about the only reason.
Yeah, of course it would be. Yeah.
Monday football being the King's birthday and the long weekend. We've got 4:05 p.m. Another chance to grab Land Shoes and any remaining iced Vovos. $1.48 the Dogs, the Eels, $2.67. This is a feast for KO and Fox.
Now, this is the sort of game that you really would prefer. Look, go and paint the outside shithouse and sit and watch it. Watch the paint dry, because that'll be the best thing you could possibly do.
The Battle of the Battlers.
Oh, mate, seriously, that I don't know we know what's wrong with Parramatta, but the Bullies, I mean, geez. And
Don't ask the coach. He hasn't got the answer.
of course, he asks the questions, and there's another person that likes to stay in the shadows would have all the answers. And look, I don't know what to make of them. I honestly don't.
Toss a coin.
I suppose.
Draw.
I swore I wouldn't pick them, but shit, Para still hasn't got Moses. I'll reluctantly go for the Bullies.
Based on all that, who let the dogs out? Woof,
Oh,
woof, woof,
beautiful.
woof.
Oh,
Enjoy the long weekend of rugby league.
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.